So when does human life begin? It's a pretty big question if you ask me. In my opinion, it deserves a serious answer. Most of the discussion around this question I find to be very unhelpful, mainly because some people say that unless you're a woman, you are not allowed to have an opinion on the subject. So I found a clever loophole around that. So what I'm going to do for the purposes of this video, I am going to re-identify right now as a woman.
That's right. I am a new cover girl.
There. Having done that, now I'm allowed to have an opinion on the matter. Okay, so, really, when does human life begin? Honestly, I would love to hear some policymaker answer this question as specifically as possible.
At what point does a baby get human rights, in your view?
Answering that question with specificity, is above my pay grade.
So I've heard some people say that life begins at birth. Okay, my son was born 10 days late, and my daughter was born 4 months early. Is it the same rule for both of them? Seems kind of strange to me. So if life begins at birth, what about those families that suffer the heartbreak of having a child stillborn? Is it not really heartbreaking because that wasn't really a child? What about those families that suffer the heartbreak of a miscarriage? Is it not really heartbreaking because that really wasn't a baby? Is it okay for us to tell those young moms that they're not really allowed to feel sad about this or heartbroken because that really wasn't a person? Another one that I hear a lot is the moment of viability. And that's an interesting one. The moment of viability, that is to say, the moment that a child could be born and live without medical help. Okay, did you know that my daughter still needs oxygen occasionally, and she's 17 months old? So, strictly speaking, as of right now, my daughter is not viable. So my question is this: is my daughter really a person if she hasn't reached the age of viability? Another one that I've heard people quote is the moment that the mother decides she's going to keep the baby. That's the moment that it becomes a human. So, I don't know, guys. It's like you're not a person unless another person decides you're a person. I mean, I've seen a lot of great evils in the world begin exactly like that. So far, all of these criteria seem to bring up more questions than they answer. There are other criteria that I've heard people name, like the moment the heart starts beating, or the moment a child takes its first breath, and those they make less sense to me even than the others that I've named. There is, however, one moment in time that seems to me to be the most logically consistent, and in my opinion answers all these questions most satisfactorily. And that is the moment at which 1¾ billion bits of data contributed by the father combine with 1¾ billion bits of data from the mother. That moment is called conception. At this moment, a completely unique genetic code is created. A genetic code containing 3.5 billion bits of data, of information. Geneticists have said that it most resembles a very long word containing 4 letters, A, C, G, and T. And honestly, I have no idea how they came up with those 4 letters, but they say these 4 letters are arranged in such a way as to provide all the necessary instructions for building a human, all the way from brain cells to toenails. And these letters are exactly that. They are information. They are instructions. And it seems to me that we should place a bit more value on this. The grandest word that the great author ever wrote. it took him 3.5 billion letters to write out the word human. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to re-identify before it's too late. Alright, so right now I'm re-identifying as a man. Not really, because I want to keep the same job for more pay. No, really it's because I need to go and use the little girl's room.